2. To access you are in the greetings menu. To play your greeting, press 2-1. Your greeting is...
The ancient Greek took his pants to the tailor and said, Eumenides? And the tailor said, Euripides?
Well, thank you for those messages. Pray for both of those men. And it's fun to hear from Ken. And Ken, I want you to come down, and I'll take you to lunch. I'll take you and your friends to lunch.
And you got my parents' number?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the young man? His barber asked him, where are you going on your vacation this year?
No.
You sure? And the young man said he's going to Rome. And his barber says, you wouldn't like Rome? The food is no good, the bed is hard, the beds are hard, and you'll never get to see the Pope. Did I tell you that?
No.
And so the young man was disheartened, and he decided not to go, and then he says, no, I'm going to go anyway. He gets back, and he sees his barber, and the barber says, you go to Rome? He says, yes, I love the accommodations, and the food was so good, and I did get to see the Pope. Well, what did the Pope say to you? The barber asked him. And the young man says, well, he pat me on the head 3 times, and then he looked at me and said, where did you get that haircut?
That's why one
Joe. This Roman Catholic priest, the clergy work very hard up through Easter, particularly now, Holy Week.
Oh, yeah.
They work very hard, and by the time Easter comes and it's over, they're exhausted. So this one Roman Catholic priest, he went out to Hawaii, where nobody would know he was a priest, and he could just be alone.
Right.
And so he goes to the store, and he says, I want a loud shirt, loud shorts, and he's walking down the beach, and here's this beautiful woman in a bikini. And she says, good morning, Father.
How did she know that?
So she was devastated.
Yeah.
He went back to the store and he says, I need a louder shirt, I need louder shorts. He goes down the beach the next day, and here's this beautiful woman in a bikini, and she says, good morning, Father. And he says, pardon me, madam, but would you please tell me how you knew I was a priest?
Right.
And she says, I'm Sister Martha over at the parish.
I was trying to figure out how she would know that. There you go. Everyone needs relief.
I ran out of 59-cent bread, folks. I got 10 loaves of bread, 59 cents a piece. That save a lot. And 4 or 5 jars of chunky peanut butter. And I ran out of the bread as I tried to tell you. And so I had to make biscuits. Oh, and these biscuits are so delicious. And I saw a blue jay just eat one of the peanut butter sandwiches. The other dish is some chunks of leftover vegetarian food. Now these little birds, they are so brave. They're so tiny, they're smaller than a canary. Come on, birdies. The tape is emptying. You may not get to see this, folks. Come on, the kitties are inside asleep. I want you to see them eat their peanut butter sandwiches on the biscuits that I made. It's fun to make biscuits. It makes the house smell so good. A little boy came into Nancy Crosby's house, a little neighbor boy, and he says, ooh, this house smells full of cookies. that ends it. Boy, here's a video for you folks. 10 loaves of bread for the birds and the squirrels. And here's my peanut butter sandwiches that I made on biscuits because I ran out of bread. Now they ate every one of them on the south lawn, but nobody here in the west patio is eating any. So this bread was 59 cents a loaf. Guess what? Today when we went to get it, it was 69 cents a loaf. Oh. Remember when things used to go up a penny? Now they go up a dime or 50 cents. This is Good Friday. Thank you, Christ. Give them their daily bread. Look at this, folks. It's a blue sky. Blue, blue, blue. Blue. Blue sky. Let's look over here. We can eat. This man took his dog to the veterinarian. And the veterinarian said, "Well, I'm sorry, sir. Your dog is dead." And the man says, "Well, I want a second opinion." And so the veterinarian called in a cat. And the cat circled the dog, and surely enough, the dog didn't make a move. The man says, "Well, I guess you're right. My dog is dead. How much do I owe you?" The veterinarian said $300. $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan.
And so the veterinarian called in a cat, and the cat circled the dog, and surely enough, the dog made no motion. And so the man says, "Well, I guess my dog is dead. What do I owe you?" The veterinarian says, $300. The man says, "What?" The veterinarian says, $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan.
Like that. I like that. I like that. That's good.
The man took his dog to the veterinarian, and the veterinarian says, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, your dog is dead."
Okay.
And the man said, "Well, I want a second opinion." So the veterinarian called in a cat, and the cat circled the dog, and the dog didn't make a move. And the man says, "Well, I guess you're right, my dog is dead. How much do I owe you?" The veterinarian says, $300. And the man says, "For what?" And the veterinarian says, $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan.
I can't.
No, that's not. Fortunately.
I'll let you go. My signer in Torrington, Litchfield, which is a Cablevision system, her daddy was a mailman, and they had 3 sons, and he wanted a daughter. They were expecting their 4th, and he wanted a daughter, and so the dad said to the doctor, "I've been delivering you the male all these years, now you deliver me the female." That's pretty good, wasn't it?
You come up with the best one.
Yeah, that's really true. My signer over in Torrington.
Catnip time. Catnip time. This is Holy Saturday. Take time to be holy. Take time to be one. And I have a message to you from God. God tells me to tell you to stop. Stop right where you are and go look for your treasure. Go look up for the box that God has filled for you of success, attainment, wealth, beauty, harmony, peace, love, appreciation, joy, creativity, satisfaction, contentment, control, confidence, certainty. The ancient Greek took his pants to the tailor, and he said to the tailor, Eumenides? And the tailor said, Euripides?
9, 7, 8, 8, 5, 6, 8. Received today at 6:47 p.m.
Hi, I would like the free book sent to Mary Beth Smith at 12222 Milburn, Milburn Street at Springfield Gardens, 11413. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you.
This message will be end of new messages. To return to the main menu, press star.
Hey, Glendora. I'm a very big fan of yours, and I love this whole squirrel thing that you've got going on. I insult television. I think it's really funny. And right now you're showing quotes from the Bible, which I think is pretty cool. You're riot. Like, my entire family loves you. I've been wondering do you hack into the TV station and do the stuff, because it's like so subliminal and cool. And I'm going to call you back, alright? You better answer. Glendora, you're a riot. No, I've been a big fan of yours since 8th grade. I'm not even kidding. I'm not being rude, or I'm not trying to be a jerk and everything. I really do like you. You're really cool. I sort of look up to you because I'm an aspiring filmmaker, and you make films that are pretty cool. Because you're not afraid to speak your mind and do it on public TV, like you're doing it. People would say that your shows or episodes are like crap, but I think it's brilliant, and you're expressing yourself, and you have one lifetime to do that, and it's very good. I love you. Bye.
This message will be automatically deleted in 14 days. To move to the next saved message number 2 from an unknown caller. Received on Friday, April 6th, 8:56 p.m.
I really like your joke thing about, that's really funny. I'm confused about this, the section of the show where you're talking on the phone, and then there's a polar bear, and you're saying like, did you know they have computers in heaven? And the whole Apple thing, you said that about 3 times already. I'm not trying to complain or anything. I'm just sitting here and I'm kind of confused why, like, over and over again you're playing this part. And now you're filming the polar bear's rear end. It's really funny. You're talking to some woman on the phone, but I don't get what the point of the section is, because I really like the parts where you were filming the cat. Your cats are so cute, you little kittens. You little kittens, they're so cute. I'm really glad that you rescued them. That they were starving, and you took them into your home. And that you wanted to play with the beyond and stuff like that, because I'm a very big cat lover. You go, Glendora. Bye.
This message will be automatically deleted in 14 days. To move to the next message, press pound. Saved message number 3 from caller 63182730000. Received on Friday, April 6th, 10:07 p.m.
Hi, Glendora. Happy Easter. I checked YouTube and your videos are up with the character generator. I checked a chat with Glendora. Everything's back up. And yes, YouTube is free. I think Mr. Wolfe was talking about the work of him putting up the videos. That's what you paid for. Yeah, well, what I do on the train is sleep, Glendora. I don't have the luxury of being able to get to work without being tired. So I try to sleep on the train so I don't feel quite as tired. Hope you're doing well. Happy Easter.
89765. Received on Friday, April 6th, 10:20 p.m.
I like that one. Okay, I'm looking at your show, and a woman's playing the piano, and my God, she makes it look so easy, so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was just listening to one song, I think it's called Chopin Prelude, something to that effect, and I think that was from an old movie. I think the name of the movie was Beast with Five Fingers. That's what I think the movie was. I think it's from like the 1940s. Okay, everything looks good, sounds great and everything. Let's see if you can hear it. Okay, she's just playing. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. She makes you feel like you wish you could play. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
This message will be automatically deleted. Saved message number 5 from caller 91737327746. Received today at 6:41 p.m.
One moron gave you
897885568. Received today at 6:47 p.m.
Hi, I would like the free book sent to Mary Beth Smith at 12222 Milburn, Milburn Street at Springfield Gardens, 11413. Thank you and God bless.
End of saved messages.
Folks, the reason I play the same joke told to somebody, to different people, is so you can hear the difference in the laughter and hear the difference in the sense of humor and hear the difference in people. All attributes that you can't help praising God for. It's really fascinating. So I tell the same joke to different people to hear the different response. And what else? Oh yes, and about the young man who doesn't have the luxury of arriving at work rested. He works for NBC, and it's his job to put NBC programs on cell phones so people can watch the National Broadcasting Company on cell phones. And the last call was Jim Burness, who takes care of keeping the chat with Glendora on TV in in Nassau County. Cablevision, Nassau County. And he was admiring and wondering as to the artistry of Suzanne McCormick, who played the piano when Glendora visited Suzanne in her home. And so he was very deeply moved by her attainment, and as I am, and everybody else I would think is.
Ancient Greek took his pants to the tailor and said, "Eumenides?" And the tailor said, "Euripides?"
Please enter yours if you're... You have one new voice message. You are at the main menu. To play your messages, press 1. New message, Saturday, 9:59 a.m.
Hi, Glendora, darling. Steve, the gentleman from Panda, just called, and he told me that he had the tape, he had all the paperwork, and that on Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. the show would be airing. So just to give you that information. So they're not done with the tapes yet, and he told me that the tapes are indeed left at the town hall, and periodically we can pick them up. The thing I'm going to need from you is directions to your place so that we can drop them off when we are up there. And if you could give me that information, I would appreciate it, okay? We're at 845.
Messages. You are at the main menu. To play your...
Took his dog to the vet, and the veterinarian said, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, your dog is dead." And the man says, "Well, I want a second opinion." And the veterinarian called in a cat, and the cat circled the dog, and surely enough, the dog didn't make a move. And so the dog says, "I guess you're right, the man says, "I guess you're right, my dog is dead." And he says, how much do I owe you?" And the veterinarian says, $300. And the man said, "For what?" And the veterinarian says, $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan.
That's cute.
Letting videotape backwards so he could see himself walk out of church a free man.
Oh, goodness.
I have my signer over in Torrington, Litchfield, Connecticut, the Cablevision system, tells me a good one that her father was a mailman, and he and his wife had three sons, and they were expecting a fourth child, and he wanted it to be a girl. So he said to the doctor, "I've been delivering your mail for years. Now it's time for you to deliver the female."
Cute. Oh, that was a good one.
So raccoons eating their peanut butter sandwiches. This is Holy Saturday, April 7th, 2007, Anno Domini. They're cute ears. This is for you, Jim, Bernice, in Holtzville. This is on nightlight. It's pretty good, isn't it? Because it's 9 o'clock. So you can see pitch black. Last night we saw the moon. Or actually clouds had gone away enough so we could see the moon. What, Catnip? What'd you say? What did you say? You wanted you catnip? You want catnip too? That's midnight, folks. Following a very happy Easter. We're into Monday morning now, but you have to see this. The bookends on the bed. You know, their positions are practically identical. They're both sleeping on the sides of their heads, turned upwards. Oh, here's a little arm over the eyes. Alright, now where can I fit in? That's too short. That's too short. Adamantine, incapable of being penetrated, broken, or moved, immovable. How can you win when the fix is in? How can you win when the fix is in? Find a place where you can go alone tomorrow that is comfortable, quiet, has no distractions, where you can concentrate, where you can reach deep down inside your thought and touch that great person you truly are. This place is your secret hiding place, your retreat, your sanctuary. The Glendora Happy Book. I called the library information to get the name of the chief executive officer of Goldman Sachs, and the librarian was reading Goldman Sachs Ampersand Company. And I thought, ampersand? Does Goldman Sachs have a new partner named Ampersand?
See, the man went to the veterinarian, took his dog, and the veterinarian says, well, I'm sorry, sir, your dog is dead. And the man says, well, I want a second opinion. And the veterinarian called in a cat, and the cat circled the dog, and surely enough, the dog didn't move. And the man says, well, I guess my dog is dead. How much do I owe you? And the veterinarian says, $300. And the man says, for what? The veterinarian says, well, $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, I gotta...
Yep.
Hey,
2 peanuts were walking down the street.
2 peanuts?
Yeah, 2 peanuts, and one got assaulted.
One got assaulted?
Yeah, one got assaulted.
Got assaulted?
Yeah, he got salted.
Oh. Okay, give me another one.
Okay, this was funny. This is my friend over in Torrington, Connecticut. Her father was a mailman, and they had 3 sons in their family. They were expecting their 4th child, and her father said to the doctor, I've been delivering the mail to you all these years. Now you deliver me a female. Yeah, he wanted a daughter.
Well, we're going to get another one, you know. We're going to have another
Why?
one. I had a lot of fun.
This Swedish construction crew,
Yeah?
they got a job refurbishing an apartment on the 4th floor. And around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, the foreman came around and he hollered up to them. He says, "Are you guys finished?" And they said, "No, we're Swedish."
You guys finished? No, we're Swedish. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So you got any more?
Yes, a man had a talking dog, and he took the dog to a talent agent down on Broadway in Manhattan to see if he could get some bookings. And the talent agent says, "Well, I'm not interested." And the man says, "Oh, listen," he says, "this dog talks." He says, "Rover." He says, "What do you call it you put over a house to keep the rain from coming in?" And the dog says, "A roof."
Roof, huh?
Yes, and then the talent agent started to push him out the door, and the man says, "No, no, no, no." He says, this dog talks." He says, "Rover, what's at the bottom of a tree that holds it in the ground?" And the dog says, "Root, root." And so the talent agent is pushing him out.
He's pushing him out the door, and the man says, "No, no." He says, "Listen to this. Rover, who was the greatest baseball player of all time?" And the dog says, "Roof, roof." And at this point, the talent agent did push them out the door, shut the door and locked it, and as the man and the dog are walking down the hallway, the dog looks up at the man and says, "I should have said DiMaggio." This man took his dog to the veterinarian, and the veterinarian said, "Well, I'm sorry, sir, but your dog is dead."
"I'm sorry, sir, your dog is dead." And the man says, "Well, I'd like a second opinion." And the veterinarian called in a cat, and the cat circled the dog, and the dog didn't move. And so the man says, "Well, I guess you're right, my dog is dead. How much do I owe you?" And the veterinarian says, $300. And the man says, "For what?" And the veterinarian says, $100 for me and $200 for the CAT scan. And then you can go, this man had a talking dog, and he took the dog down to a talent agent on Broadway to see if he could get some bookings. And the talent agent wasn't interested, and the man says, oh, you gotta hear it, this dog talks. He says, "Rover, what do you put over our house to keep the rain from coming in?" And the dog says, "Roof, roof." And the talent agent pushes him out the door. He says, no, listen. He says, Rover, what's at the bottom of a tree that keeps it from falling over? It's stuff in the ground. And the dog says, root, root. And the talent agent by this now has him toward the door. And the man says, no, listen to this, Rover, who was the greatest baseball player of all time? The dog says, roof, roof. And at this point, the talent agent pushes him out the door, closes the door, locks it, and as the man and the dog are walking down the hallway, the dog looks up at the man, and he says, "I should have said DiMaggio."
I don't know, what's going on? He's like, "Hey, I want to participate in public access all the time."
Really?
Yeah. So we have to, talk about the cooking shows, kids shows.
Yes. Well, that's good.
Kids shows, cooking shows.
It's good that it's getting stronger. Diane Bennett says to me, when her channel filled up, she says, "It's your fault." And I said, well, why? And she said, everybody comes in and says, "We want a show like that, we'll wear a hat and white gloves."